It's no secret that Milledgeville's poverty rate has a direct effect on residents' lack of health and fitness present in their lives. But various organizations in Milledgeville are working to provide knowledge and opportunities to citizens in hopes that they'll be influenced to make healthier choices and change the lives of their families for the better. Dr. Jim Linstone of Georgia College works directly with Live Healthy Baldwin. He says the mission of their project is fighting childhood obesity. This year, the group has worked on 4 projects as well as other involvements within the community. Currently, Live Healthy Baldwin is majorly promoting a bicycle-friendly community, providing bike lanes and shared street signs so that people are able to ride bikes on the streets of Milledgeville to get to work, school, and anywhere around town. Linstone believes that this will get people moving and have a substantial impact on the health in this area.
We worked with the city to pass what's called a Complete Streets Implementation Plan, and that Complete Streets Implementation Plan will designate certain streets as bike routes. They'll have, at a minimum, share markings in the street, which indicate that this is a shared roadway for both bikes and motorists. Some places where it allows will have bike lanes, and in other cases will have protected bike lanes. So, the difference there is kind of the width of the buffer. So in a bike lane, you might have 4 inches of paint separating the motorist and the car. On a buffered bike lane, you might have 3 feet. On a protected bike lane, you have some sort of physical barrier between the motorist and the bicyclists. And then we have our off-road trails where there won't be any motorized vehicles. So all of those things hopefully will make it more comfortable for people to bike. In terms of the footprint of the city, it's 5 miles from one end of the community all the way out to the lake. That's nothing for a bicyclist. But we've got to create the safe route to get out there.
They've also collaborated with the Greenway in their Safe Routes to School campaign, whereby providing wooded trails, students will be able to walk to school. Live Healthy Baldwin is also currently working with the school board to finalize plans for their Power Up for 60 movement, in which the goal is for all children in Baldwin County schools to get at least 60 minutes of physical activity in throughout the school day.
You can't get one 60-minute block of time, and so it has to be an all-school approach. So when kids get to school, certainly if kids were able to walk and bike to school, that would count in terms of activity minutes. The way schools are located here in Baldwin County, that's almost impossible. And so that's one of the things that the trail would do, is it would connect some neighborhoods to the schools. Then when kids get to school, there's some free time then, and so typically they'll go into the gymnasium and sit down, but what we want to do is have a program where they're actually getting some maybe 15 minutes of activity before school starts. And then of course recess, physical education on the days that they have physical education, and then 10-minute activity breaks morning and afternoon that the classroom teachers would lead, all count towards that 60 minutes.
Linstone says they have not yet finalized how Get Up for 60 will be programmed, but they hope to have it implemented fully into the area schools soon. Mayor Gary Thrower has been working closely with Georgia College and Live Healthy Baldwin since he took his seat as mayor just a few months ago. He says he's all about what the project is trying to do in the community.
I think we're making great progress. I think we're doing a lot of great things, and the momentum that I feel in the last couple of months in my involvement with City Hall and the county people that has taken off here lately. I mean, people are so energetic about let's really making some change. Let's really show the people how well we can work together, how well we can put projects together, how well we can transform Milledgeville. So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of momentum here, and I think Milledgeville is just motivated to go forward.
Thrower also says that this community has a lot of visionaries, but we really need people that are able to make a difference in the problems here long term.
You've got to realize that when you come to college in Milledgeville, you're living in Milledgeville, and there's people that's lived here their entire lives, and they're set in ways from a point in time. And so you come in with these big visions and big hopes and big dreams that we're going to change the world, and then you leave and go home, and Milledgeville is trying to clean up the where we were.
Although being a visionary himself, business owner Adam Shields has been quite successful in his business endeavors since moving to Milledgeville. His gym, Bodyplex Fitness, has over 3,000 members in the area. He says there's a great need for health and fitness in the community, but one reason why Milledgeville still has so many health problems is because there's no one to educate citizens on how to live healthier lives.
And I definitely think that of the two components, it's two things that not just Milledgeville community, but a lot of small communities are lacking. They're lacking, they're lacking resources to get healthy options, right? So if you go through and you look at the amount of fast food restaurants relative to the amount of places that we have where you can make healthy decisions on meals, and I mean no disrespect to any of the local fast food places, but you don't have very many. I think that the lack of education of people being aware about smart food or smart food decisions definitely contributes. I also think that having to introduce to a parent population what health and wellness is, we need to educate them so that they can educate their kids. So having a community that for so many years didn't have a real resource to educate them about the benefits of health and wellness, I definitely think we've seen a trickle-down effect from there.
Shields says that at Bodyplex, he has individuals ready to help anyone and everyone in the community struggling with living a healthy lifestyle.
I also think that it's been a great revelation to us that maybe that's our role within our local community. To have these kind of services, to have these kind of programs, somebody's got to pay for them, right? Like, they're not going to grow on trees, they're not going to magically fund themselves, most likely, but if that's something that we feel like we can do for our local community and really become proactive in that case, we really see that as something that could be a boon and a benefit for us in the community.
There are countless organizations in the Milledgeville community working to help people achieve healthier lives and to instill those values in their children, who will one day continue making Milledgeville a better place.